Yes, Jai Gurudev student. Now the next content is ether. Okay, ROR, that is simply dialkyl ether, or benzene ring O and R, that is what mixed ether. This is called aryl alkyl ether. Aryl alkyl ether. So first topic is general method of preparation of ether. The first method is by acidified dehydration of alcohols. Student, we have seen the same heading method of preparation during the alkene, but here again the heading is same. Acidified dehydration of alcohol means when two molecules of alcohols are heated at, here the temperature is particularized 413 Kelvin temperature. Okay, remember, if the temperature is 433, then the alkene will form, but here we are limiting the temperature, what, 413 Kelvin temperature in the presence of protic acid. Now what is the meaning of protic acid? Protic acid is those acid which can provide what? H cation. It's called protic acid, like concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay. It forms ether and water. Okay, so what the preparation is for what? Ether. Now the reaction is with ROH plus HOR. This is what? Two molecules of ether. Now HOH at temperature what? 413 Kelvin. Again noted down, the temperature must be mentioned properly and it must be 413 Kelvin. Then for ROR plus H2O, that is one molecule of water is eliminated. Like you can take here C2H5O H plus HOC2H5. The same condition will form C2H5O C2H5 plus H2O. This compound is called ethoxyethane. Remember, in the nomenclature, one of the O is written with alkyl, okay, and written as ethoxy, while the second alkane, which is bigger in size, will become suffix and written as ethane. It is called ethoxyethane. Getting? Similarly, the mechanism followed SN2 mechanism. In SN2 mechanism, C2H5O and H. O has two lone pair, and acid, we used here what? Acid. So acid will provide H cation. One of the lone pair is donated to H cation, forming protonated alcohol. C2H5O and this is H, and now there is the H. Now only one lone pair will remain and there will be plus charge. Getting? After that, on heating, one of the water molecule will eliminate, forming carb cation C2H5, okay, carb cation plus H2O. Now these become reactive species. In the second step, that is, we will start from here. Okay, in the second step, now this nucleophilic attack will take place. C2H5OH, that is one of the alcohol molecule, will now attack on electrophile carbon, that is positive charge, forming C2H5O, and this is what? H. This one is H, and then this is what? C2H5. Getting? Now the lone pair is donated, therefore now the oxygen acquires plus charge, which on deprotonation, that is what? Minus H cation, means this H cation will release and the lone pair will be joined by oxygen, again forming the main compound C2H5O, C2H5. Earlier it has one lone pair, but now when OH bond pair will gain become what? Two lone pair, and the catalyst is getting regenerated again. So this is one of the method of repression of what? Ether. The second method of repression is by the action of alkoxide. By the action of alkoxide, you can take sodium or potassium alkoxide with primary alkyl halide. Remember, okay, here for better yield we are using primary alkyl halide. Primary alkyl halide, that is, you can write simply what? RX. This is a primary alkali halide. Get it? So this is RONA, that is sodium alkoxide, plus XR, that is alkyl halide. Remember, it must be what? Primary. It should be anything. Even you can take here what? Tertiary alkyl halide. So it forms ROR plus NaX. Similarly, if we have to form mixed, then we can also write here ONA, that is what? Sodium phenoxide plus XR, it forms mixed ether, ROR plus Na and X. Remember, student, most important thing is what? Alkyl halide. Alkyl halide, okay, must be what? 1 degree, and alkoxide must be what? 3 degree. If it is reverse, that is primary alkyl halide, if we are taking tertiary and the alkoxide is primary, in that condition the elimination reaction will take place. So this is elimination versus what? Substitution reaction. Okay, so this is the most important reaction. Now we can change here reaction. C2H5ONA plus X, that is what? You can take PrCH3, it forms C2H5OCH3. This is what? Ether plus release of NaX. This method of preparation, that is, this method of preparation is especially named as, this is called Williamson synthesis. Williamson synthesis. So remember here, this reaction is known as Williamson synthesis.